Welcome to Centennial Ice Arena in Nashville, Tennessee for the MLK Showdown. Game 1 is the Cincinnati Cyclones varsity versus the Music City Marauders. Starting in net for the Cyclones today, Kainoa Sabera. Tiger on the face-off.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Sent in by Prosser. Coach sends it in offsides.
Go.
Rosel's line out. Rosell up to Martin into the zone. Martin pulls up, sends it across for Rosell. Out of the way by Sabera. Dumped in by the Marauders. And covered by Sabera. Sebastian Galitsky's line out. Toth brings it out of the zone. Flips it into the zone for Fox. Fox on the fork check. Throws around to the point for Schroeder.
Don't make mistakes.
Toth into the boards. Fox takes him behind the net. Icing is waved off. Spang sends it around the near boards, picked up by the Marauders. Galitsky cross ice for Fox off the end of his stick and into the zone. Fox. Marauders bring it back out. Shot wide of the net. Send back around for Fox. Fox pokes it ahead, and it's back into the zone. Prosser throws it around the near boards. Got to get this out for a line change, and they got it.
Wait.
Luton comes on. That pass is picked off by the Marauders. Kept deep, and Reed Steiger driven off the puck. Grabs it around the near boards for Buell. Buell picks it up, throws it back around. For Luton on the far side into the corner. Reed Steiger goes in hard. Nice pick there. And Yarko sends it ahead for Buell. He's got Luton with him. Oh, just off the end of his stick and coming the other way. Offsides probably is the call, yes. Oh, and Steiger taking the face off the neutral zone. Won by the Marauders and sent in. McKinnish plays it around for Lang, up to Coates, up to Steiger. Steiger ahead for Sweeney into the zone. Sweeney turns, tries to feed Coates. And it's cleared. McKinnish into the zone, back in. Lang in the near corner. side where the Marauders regroup and send it back in. Sweeney on the far boards. He's knocked off the puck. Sent back in again by the Marauders and fielded by Sabera. He drops it off for Lang. Lang sends it up to Sweeney. Sweeney to Coates. Colin Steiger shoots it wide of the net. Spang. Shot is blocked by McKinnish. Sent back to the blue line where it's shot back in again, wide of the net. Shot wide again by the Marauders. Bouncing puck to the blue line. They shoot it back in again, cross ice. Shot and a save for Sabera. Fox got a piece of that one before the went off, and Sabera with another save. 9:10 to go, first period, still scoreless. Marauders with a shot and a goal. 19 from the top of the left circle to make it 1-0. Marauders win the face-off into the zone. Fox spinning off the Marauder player, and it's dumped back in. Prosser takes it over to the neutral zone, dumps it in deep. We got a high sticking call coming up. High sticking was on the Marauders. Golitsky will take it to their end. Reed Steiger sends it across. Fox picks it up on the near board, sends it in.
There you go, Fox.
Nice hit behind the net for Fox, and Golitsky had it. Nice play by Reed Steiger there. Picked up and sent ahead for Fox on the far boards and never gets there. He's got to reach back for it. And Reed Steiger will play it out of the near corner. Sends it up and into the zone off the stick of Golitsky. And Luton comes in on the forecheck.
There you go, Becky.
Lou driven down in the far corner. And that's out of play. 7:41 to go, first period. 1-0 the score. Music City with the lead. Shot from the point blocked by Lou. Seen by the Marauders and Lang down there defending. Buell comes away with it for a second. Lang sends it back to the blue line. Lang clears it that time, and that's how to play. 7:15 to go in the first quarter period. 1-0. Music City Marauders over the Cincinnati Cyclones. Out front, that's covered by Sabera. 7:04 to go in the first. Still 1-0 Music City. Sweeney comes and kicks it forward, picked up by Coates and into the zone. Goes cross ice for Colin Steiger, back into the middle for Sweeney. Couldn't get enough on it. Kept in at the point by Spang.
They're all big, but they're not physical.
Colin with the backhander. Or that was Sweeney on the backhander, maybe. Shot wide by the Marauders. That's back out of the zone. Sweeney applying the pressure. Nice pick by Coates, and then he's knocked down, tripped. Good job there by Spang, keeping that out of the middle. And another goal for the Marauders. .47 to go in the first period. The score is 2-0 Marauders. Rosell ahead for Martin. Martin into the zone. Back to Rosell. Oh, shot that. And we have a whistle. Tripping is the call. Let's see who that's on. Is it Steiger? It is Steiger. 5:31 to go in the first period, and the first power play of the day for the Marauders with 5:29 in the first, and a 2-goal lead. And that's in the 5-hole, and another goal for the Marauders. 5:22 to go in the first, and a 3-goal lead for the Marauders. Rosell back to Lang. Lang sends it over to McKinnish. McKinnish up the boards. Taken over by the Marauders. They gain the zone, dump it in, and Sabera covers. 5 minutes even to go in the first period. 3-0 Marauders. Golitsky's line is out. Toth battling on the far boards. McKinnish comes away with it, throws it behind the net for Lang. Lang goes up the line. Dumped back in by the Marauders. Toth, his pass is picked up out of the air, but still gets to Fox. Fox forces it into the zone, gets past the defender, and then turns it over. It's outnumbered down there. Nice block by Toth. Bang gets out of the zone. Fox on the forecheck. Is it That's iced by Golitsky. 3:03 to go in the first period. 3-0 the score. Marauders with the lead. Cyclones having trouble getting out of the zone on the last shift. Yarko dumps it in. He's got Lou coming for it. Taken over by the Marauders below the red line and feed out. Bill has Yarko with him. Yarko wraps it around for Prosser. Prosser tries to send it back in, gets to Lou in the corner, and it's taken over by the Marauders. Nice poke there by Steiger. Icing. 1:41 to go in the first period. Marauders with 3-0 lead. Shot from the point by McKinnish. Picked up by Colin Steiger. Sent below the line for Coates. Taken over by the Marauders, but sent back in by Lang. Lang keeps it in again. Cleared by the Marauders. Now one-on-one for McKinnish. Big save there for Sabera. And there's the whistles. Colin Steiger no longer has his helmet on. 48 seconds ago in the first period, 3-0. Marauders. McKinnish. Rossell over to Crockett. Crockett gains his zone. And they said he came in offsides. He did. His skates came in before the puck did. 30 seconds to go in the first period. Schroeder sends it in. Kept in by Spang. On the far boards, Spang going to battle. Poked ahead by Rossell. Martin pokes it away from the player. Kept in again by Spang. Deep, going to have just a few seconds here to work with. Martin tries to force it, doesn't go. Turning and shooting is Rossell, and that's the end of the period. 3-0, the score after one. Second period is underway, and Galitsky's faceoff goes to Fox. It's taken over by Marauders as he enters the zone. So, sticks flying.
Backdoor Saba! Good cover.
Prosser sends it up, and I don't know what. Got a hand pass or something? I don't know what he called. Hand pass was the call, yeah. 14:36 to go in the second period. 3-0 the score. Fox brings it in. They get it deep. Reed Steiger sends it back in on the regroup. Reed applying some pressure. Prosser. Well defended. Shot wide by the Marauders.
playing so soft.
Head to Fox. Fox makes a move, takes it wide, sends it back to the middle, no look. Through the legs and a goal by who is it? It was Yarko. Wow, what a pass. Through the legs, no look.
Come on!
So a goal for Yarko, an assist for Fox, and it's 3-1 in the first period with 13:26 to go. I'm sorry, in the second period. And Lou, he's going to get there first. He's looking for somebody out front. Dragged off the puck in the near corner. Oh, somehow got that across.
Back door! Cole, back door!
Out front, that's dangerous. Finish in the far corner. Gets it taken away. Marauders turning, shooting, goal. Wow. 12:36 to go in the second period. 4-1 Marauder lead. Big hit by Spang, right in front of the penalty box. Dumped in by Sweeney. Stepping up is Schroeder. Schroeder gets decked. Sweeney from the near corner goes to the blue line for Spang. Spang can't get the shot off. Paddled away by Sabera. Colin Steiger in the near corner. Skates it behind the net. Pulls up, comes back the other way. Sends it back. Coates outlet pass there for Colin Steiger off the end of his stick. Goes back in. Marauders right down the middle. And a goal. He skated right between the circles. 11-12 to go, second period. 5-1 the score. Roussel's line. Crosser. Off the boards to Martin. Martin. Shot over the net by Roussel. Into the neutral zone and back in.
Oh, Jesus.
We're hitting each other now out there.
Fucking 3 black jerseys standing there looking at the goddamn.
There you go. Toth intercepts the pass and throws it back into the zone. He goes in on the forecheck, and it is cleared by Marauders. This ought to go down for icing. Yep. Politsky, Fox, and Toth. Shot by Fox, wide of the net.
Big body on it.
Politsky comes away with that one. Looking for an outlet pass. Goes up the boards to McKinnish. McKinnish off the end of his stick. Stays in the zone. Centered and kicked back to the corner. Lang takes over below the red line. Poked away by the Marauders. Sent back this way. Lang with a hit. McKinnish sends it up to Toth. He gets out of the zone. Fox going for it. Oh, just could not.
Finish.
couldn't beat the two defenders. Now Toth got a man pinned against the boards as the battle continues. And caught on a bad line change. Nice save by Sabera.
Beat him, Foxy!
Fox shoves him off. Wins the puck back to Buell. Buell sends it back over to Fox in the middle, but behind him, and the defenders were there. Sent back in by Schroeder.
Behind you, Schroeder!
Sent back in by Schroeder for the regroup. They're still offsides. Nice hit there by Yarko. Spang does not clear the zone. Shot back in wide by the Marauders to the near corner. Picked up by Reed Steiger.
Beat through the body a couple of times that shift, boys.
And Sabera, that's underneath him. 7:54 to go, second period, 5-1 the score. Marauders with the lead, and Colin Steiger taking the face off in the defensive zone. Reed Steiger out of the far corner. He gets knocked down.
Look at that!
Colin's back up, and the battle over there in the corner between
Not a call at all.
Reed Steiger and a Marauder is completely unnoticed by the referees. Out front, Prosser's come by himself. He's got some time. Sends it across to Colin. Colin up to Sweeney. Sweeney to Reed, who throws into the far corner for Coates. And it's cleared by the Marauders, sent back in. Reed Steiger sends it in deep. Got Sweeney on the forecheck. Nice pass there by Reed, and nice pass by Coates, but behind Charlie. And a penalty upcoming on the Music City Marauders, so we're going to play skate 6-on-5 here for a little bit. Prosser. And there's the whistle. Cross-checking is the call. I believe the Cyclones had 7 on the ice for a second there, but they pulled Lang back onto the bench before the referees noticed. 6:15 to go. That's a minute 30 penalty. Cyclones power play. Steiger from the blue line sends it in to Coates. Coates back to Steiger at the blue line. Skates to the middle, takes a shot, bouncing, and cleared by the Marauders. Coates will skate it out. Loses the puck at the blue line. Sabera makes a save. Sabera makes another save, and that one's out of play. Five and a half to go in the second period. 5-1 the score. Marauders with the lead, and Coates with the puck. He never got to it. Marauders coming back in. Reed Steiger out of the corner, sends it around for Colin. Colin pulls up, doubles back to Reed, back to Colin. in the far corner. This pass gets delayed, but it eventually gets to Charlie Rosell, who turns it over. And the Marauders come back. Reed Steiger off the far boards, back to Charlie Rosell, over to Coates. Coates dumps it in. Back out of the zone to McKinnish. McKinnish sends it in for the regroup. Sides. McKinnish brings it out. Sends it up the boards to Rosell, who whiffs on the pass and then gets accosted by a couple of Marauders. Shot over the net by the Marauders. And that is tipped in by number 91 on the Music City Marauders for the 6th goal. And Music City up 6-1. 4:09 to go in the second period. 6-1 the score now. Music City with the lead. Dumped in on the backhand by Fox, and Golitsky goes in hard. Kept in by Lang to Fox, off the end of his stick. Behind the net for Toth. Brought out by, nice poke there by Fox. Toth takes over, sends it up the near boards. Taken over by the Marauders. Nice hit by Lang, and he's going to get called for that. He got high, got his hands up in the face.
High, okay.
Cross-checking is the call.
Next pair over. Gus Schroeder.
3:37 to go in the second period, and the Cyclones go to the penalty kill. Marauders scored earlier on a power play, and it didn't take them long to do it. Shot saves the barrel. And Schroeder went in a little late. Trying to help out his keeper. Now he's getting a lecture. 3:06 to go in the second period. 6-1 the score, Marauders. Colin Steiger on the face-off, defensive zone, and it's out. It's going to go down for icing, I assume. It's not. It's waved off. Or it went off a Marauder. I'm not sure which. Big hit there by Schroeder, but he's the one that goes down. Sent around by Spang. Still in the zone. 28 seconds to go on the power play for Music City. Shot wide again. 20 seconds to go.
I want 27:32 to go. 63 to get pulled.
And taken away by Colin Steiger. He's got no help. Pulls up and he's taken away. We're back to even strength. 2 minutes to go in the period. Cyclones doing a better job of clogging up the middle, putting bodies on people. That shot is blocked by Lou.
Watch your guy, Lou.
Nice. That's Colin Steiger on that blocked pass. Puck still in the zone though. And here comes Lou. He dumps it in. He's going to chase his own dump in. Puts a hit on the man. And that one sneaks out of the zone. Colin Steiger pulls up, goes back the other way, sends it over to Prosser. Prosser up to Yarko, and picked up by Lou, coming back the other way. Lou goes down behind the net, out front, shot wide, or blocked wide. Yarko brings it out of the zone. Dump back in. Marauders send it out front. Picked up in the right circle. Shot. That was a huge hit on Buell. He went down hard, and that is going to be a penalty on the Marauders. 22 seconds to go in the second period. 6-1 the score, and a minute 30 power play for the Cyclones, which means we will start the third period on the power play, unless a goal is scored. McKinnish from the blue line over to Buell. Buell sends it over to, can't see who that is, Golitsky. From the blue line, shot by McKinnish is blocked. Rebound shot by Sweeney, couldn't get anything on it. Golitsky's shot is blocked over the net. And that bounces out of the zone, and that's going to end the period. 6-1 the score. One period to play. 6-1 the score. Music City Marauders with the lead. That is dumped in for Reed Steiger. Steiger to Coates. Coates brings it in the zone. Sends it across. This is the power play unit for the Cyclones. And that came out of the zone there, they're saying. And the clock is running. We got 30 seconds to go on the power play. Dumped in by Steiger. Taken over by Colin Steiger. He sends it over to Rossell. Rossell dumps it in.
Yo, Reed, open 6.
That bounces out of the zone. Reed Steiger has to go back to play it. He's got pressure on him. Poked away by Sabera. That's a nice play by Sabera. Coates went into the boards hard. Reed Steiger. This pass is picked off coming back on the regroup for the Marauders. Coates did come off. I'm not sure if Coates is hurt or not, but he went down pretty hard. That's out of the zone. We are back to full strength now. That is cleared all the way down for icing. 12:50 to go. 6-1 the score, Marauders. Fox in the near circle, coming up, out of the zone. Sends it across to Scott Toth going into the zone. Scott's got it, drops it back. Fox can't get there in time, but he puts a man into the boards behind the net. Gives Scott a chance to send it out front to Golitsky, who's turning and shooting, and Fox. Oh, what a save. That was a nice save. 12:01 to go. Marauders win the faceoff, and they're out of the zone quickly and back into the Cyclones end quickly. And McKinnish from behind just gave a little poke on that buck to get it away from the man before he shot it, and that probably saved a goal. 11:37 to go in the third period. Running clock, 6-1 the score. Marauders with the lead. Fox dumps it all the way down and then chases. That's going to be icy. 11:05 to go in the third. Buell on the far boards. Sends it across to Luton. Luton picks it up into the zone, and he's got a chance here if he can get to it. Not going to get there in time. It's pushed into the boards in the corner. Turned over. Marauders coming back the other way. Save for Sabera. That went off the post. And a hooking call. It's probably going to be on Black. Let's see. Is that Yardco coming? No. Spang coming to the box for the hook. Yep. Back on the penalty kill go the Cyclones with 9:53 on the clock. Trailing by 5. Shot from the point. Blocked by somebody. Colin Steiger sends it down.
Yeah. Cut the ice in half. Cut the ice in half.
28-20 next on the kill. 28-20 next on the kill.
Colin Steiger sends it out.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Up back in by the Marauders. 56 seconds ago on the penalty. Nice clearing pass there. Brosser. And that's in the goal. Power play goal again for the Music City Marauders to make it 7-1. 8:15 to go in the game. Lang sends it in. Probably offsides. 7:39 to go. Lang cross iced over to Crockett. Off the stick and onto a Marauder stick. Lang sends it back out. Crockett to Martin for a second there. They had it and they dumped it in offsides. Crockett still offsides.
14.
Odd numbers coming this way. Sabera has it bounce right into his lap. Nowitzki's line is out. 6:37 to go in the game. Scott Toth takes over but can't get out of the zone. Dumped back in by the Marauders. Fox or Spang going to work on the boards over there. Golitsky chases behind the net. Up the board, near boards to Fox. Fox gets it out of the zone and gets it across to Toth. Toth gets a shot off. Rebound. Oh, out front again. Good opportunity there for the Cyclones. Marauders coming the other way now. Picked up by Fox. He sends it ahead for Golitsky, but too far ahead of him. Back into the zone it comes on a Marauder stick. Scott takes it away. Toth has Fox trailing him. And that's out of play.
There you go, boys.
5:14 to go in the game. 7-1. Marauders lead.
Got it.
Good one.
Nice one.
Lou stops that in the middle. Skates it out of the middle. Pulls it behind the net. And leaves it for Sabera. 4:33 to go. Nice hit there by Reed Steiger. Reed pokes it out. Nice hit by Prosser. Prosser had some ill intentions on that hit. Luton will bring it in. He dumps it in and then heads to the bench. 3:30 to go. Steiger's line on. Colin Steiger up the Coates. Nice hit by Lang. Oh, nice feed over there to Sweeney.
Someone stay back! Someone stay back!
Coates picks it up in the far corner.
High! Cherry picking!
Shot deflected, but Severo was on top of it. Nice save. Crockett. Shot off the leg pads. Sent back in by Rosell. Out front. Schroeder keeps it in. And he's picked the blue line. Marauders dump it in. Out front, goes through. From the right circle. Dumped in again by the Marauders. 1:35 on the clock. Picked up by Spang, sent ahead, but nobody's there. Rosell, Fox streaking to the net. He was calling for that puck. He wanted it. Scott Toth goes to work on the far boards. Picked away by Reed Steiger. Reed sends it right at the middle. Off the stick of Rosell. It's sent back again out of play for the Marauders. 40 seconds on the clock. See if we get one more rush here for the Cyclones. Prosser in the far corner. .14 seconds on the clock. And a whistle. Prosser and company down there sitting around talking. And that's going to be the end of the game, and the final score 7-1. Marauders